Hey everybody, welcome. This is Waldorf.
And this is Statler. Welcome to the Ogre channel. All ogres all the time.
All ogres, all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe I'm going to put a ban on playing ogres.
The-
If you got ogres, don't challenge me. I'm not playing you. I'm done. If you have dwarves, I'm not playing you. I'm done.
this game is at Huzzah Hobbies,
This is the hobbies again.
also known as Ogre Headquarters.
Maybe that's it. All these games have been at Huzzah. Maybe I
Yeah.
just need to avoid
Not,
Huzzah for a while.
not all of them. You had a couple at the
I did.
island.
Island games.
They're just like, they breed a lot. It seems. I mean,
The ogres are everywhere.
Yeah.
They're scary. So anyway, Ogre Cons. This is continuing my practice games from the 4,500 points for the upcoming tournament in just north of Baltimore on the February 25th. You can find it's Battle Cry, Maryland. You can find information on that on the Ninth Age website.
and it's a 2-day.
Scroll down the tournament. It's a 2-day grand tournament.
Okay, so you'll have 2 or 3 OgreCon opponents.
There's 3 from my group going.
Yeah.
So
So you have that, 'cause you have
if
to fit-
anybody else shows up,
So you,
there's
have to fit some Infernal Dwarves because you'll meet those and
some Chaos Warriors, maybe,
maybe.
maybe a
No,
Beast
no one
Turns.
likes to seem like it likes to.
Oh yes,
Warriors
sorry.
of Dark Gods these days, though.
Once Bitten signed up, so I've got a Beast
Oh, really?
Turns
Oh,
army
he's driving
showing
up to
up there.
Maryland? Wow.
Yep,
Okay, wow. It's a hike for him.
it's a decent hike for him. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. But he's showing up, so they got that going for us.
Uh-huh.
And he'll be bringing ogres. But at least my archers will do well against. Would be funny if what's his name, Ant from HR.
Yes.
What's that website called?
HR?
Now? HR.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Formerly
formerly
Sustainable Center.
He's declared he's coming down for it. It'll be. I just want to see if how irritated he gets when I outshoot him with his Sylvan Elf army.
Yeah.
I probably won't outshoot him is the problem. But
He doesn't have a lot of shooting. If he's bringing the army he has on his website.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Battle Report 44. Orcs and Goblins versus Ogre Cons. It was funny because this guy texted me and asked me if I wanted a game. And I said, sure. Because, I've been playing ogres all this time. He's like, great, play something else. Because this guy's primary army is vampires.
Yeah.
And I was like, I haven't.
It was.
We don't have a vampire report on this for, ages.
Right.
So I was like, oh, this will be great. I can get a vampire army. I can play something different. So I go up there, show up. He beat me there. I look down the table. His ogre.
There you go. Well, we do have one vampire opponent, but our painting snobbery won't allow him
No,
to.
it won't allow him on.
Won't allow him on.
He's working diligently at nothing.
Yes. That's spraying his guys black.
Yes.
Mm.
Anyway, let's get on to this. Orcs and Goblins versus Ogre Cons. It's a hobbies. Oops, there we go. I deployed first. He run the rollout. He picked sides. I deployed first. So this is the Realms of Battle board.
Yes.
I'm not keen on it in a lot of ways, but anyway, I like it and I don't like it. These hills are these hard plastic hills, and things don't sit on them well.
Yeah.
They tend to slide. Anyway,
Well, you kind of have to. I think you have to do some kind of flocking on to help stuff stick better,
Right.
instead of just painting it.
okay. So anyway, so top left is a hill, bottom left is a big hill, 2 forests, small forests, tiny wall.
They look like palm groves to me.
They are. Another little. We played this as impassable, not as a hill.
Okay.
This we played as a building and a wall.
All right. Get out the 40K terrain for this.
I don't know where this came from.
Yeah.
And this base is just nothing.
Okay.
It's a building and a wall. Future reference. Still my same army. The 2 gargantulas, 1 on each corner. Again, bringing them closer in. I'm learning having them in the leadership bubble is a good thing.
Yeah. Usually.
2 units of 42 orcs with spears and bows, and 2 units of spider riders. These guys are hanging back to just play as chaff versus
Roll
these
for
2.
all the stuff coming at you fast.
And these guys, I'm hoping to, my idea is to dash them through here and just start putting shots into the scrap launcher.
Mm-hmm.
These are both scrap launchers,
Of course.
even though they don't look like it. He has Rock over here on the far right, 2 Tusker Cav, another 2
2
Tusker
each.
Cav,
Okay.
big unit of tribesmen,
Tribesman with one character?
With one character. He's actually... This guy does not have the Hellfist.
Oh, wow.
I didn't think the ogres were allowed out without it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it. He's got a BSB.
Maybe I'll have it next game.
I told him if he wants to play with me again.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, he's got a BSB and his general are both in this
Also 2 characters.
this big unit of
So it's 10,
tribesmen.
10 plus 2 characters, okay.
10 plus 2 characters. Yeah, yeah. 2 Stratopults, and off to the left, on the other side of the building, he's got I guess it's the Hunter on a Tusker.
Okay.
With a, this one has, that one I believe is the one with the 2-up rerollable armor save.
Uh-huh.
A little unit of Scraplings with, what are they called now? Scraplings?
No.
I think Scraplings.
They're Scraplings. Yes, they're Scraplings.
A little unit of Scraplings with throwing weapons. I think there's 15 of them, bare minimum.
Okay.
There might be 16 or 17. Another guy with the 2-up armor, another hunter on a Tusker.
Okay.
He's got a 2-up armor and a 4-up ward, or a regen, one of the two.
Okay.
And moving on further to the left, another unit of 16 Scraplings with throwing weapons.
All right. So he likes the Scraplings.
So
He's the second guy I've seen do that.
What's that?
Take Scraplings.
Scraplings.
Yeah.
They're scoring units.
Yeah.
It's I'm starting to see the light on it a little bit. I think it might be worth it having 2 little units of it because it's a scoring unit that no one will pay attention to. Probably. Anyway, so of course I deployed everything first, so I'm going to go first.
Okay.
These guys.
You castle up in the corner.
I'm going to kind of mini castle.
Yep.
I could have packed them in much tighter. Probably should have, but
right.
Based on who I'm fighting. There's a better picture of his army. There you go. And he's got to rebase his rock. I don't know what kind of base he was on before, but as you can see, it's a little bit wide and a little bit short.
Yeah.
So, anyway. There we go. On to turn 1. So, turn 1, I move up just a bit.
Yep. No longer castling.
No longer castling. I just turned my flank.
Turn your left flank and face up, and straighten it up.
Yep, which was actually kind of dumb. Actually, later on, figure that out.
Yep, and you back your little spiders around the block.
Yes,
correct. And you moved your
spiders
other
ran over the wall and got within.
I'm sorry, I meant the.
Oh, correct. The ones on the right.
Yeah.
The other ones, yeah.
Yeah, and ogres both moved forward. I guess to get you in shooting range.
The spiders and the boar boys.
The bowmen.
Bowmen, yes, both moved up a bit to get within shooting range of something.
Right.
So the spider fires. No, I'm just taking pictures of my spiders. Look at that. Spider fires and does a wound to his rock.
Can't complain about that. That
These
multi-wound doesn't help him against that.
No, unfortunately. These guys throw their little throwing weapons at this thing and put 2 wounds on it, on the Stratopult.
Yes.
This was an interesting model.
Yeah, it's kind of zombies.
It's a zombie-ish Stratopult thing.
Zombie cult. I don't know.
So the purple spider, he's sitting over here, just looking around. It's just a fluff shot. So on his turn, he decides to deforest the woods.
Yes.
His 2 heroes come up.
This is 2 hunters.
2 hunters. On the left, you can see the 1 unit of Scraplings have turned and are within 12 inches of my
yes.
my spider riders over there by the building.
Yeah.
The other unit of Scraplings up on the hill has moved down to where that die is.
Okay.
But
it's not staying,
yeah,
so
they won't stay there, so he just marked it with the die. And over here, he inched forward with a few things. The bulls came up a decent number up into the woods.
Yeah.
He doesn't really want to get those bulls, and that's not a dead boar boy down there on the bottom, by the way.
You just got slapped upside the head by a wing.
That wing just keeps slapping him around.
Yeah.
I've got to rebase this thing, too. I forgot about that. I've got to rebase my wyvern. He's supposed to be on a 50 by 50.
Right. What's he on?
50 by 100.
Okay.
Or 50 by 75, one of the two. It looks like it's 50 by 75 based on the orcs beside it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I've got to get him rebased before the tournament. Or not. Anyway, so like I said,
You got some basing to do on your orcs too.
yeah, and I've got to clean up my orcs. I do. I've
This
got them laid out.
This mismatching bases is
Is that bothering you?
subpar.
It is. It's subpar, and
I may have to resign from this channel.
it's bothering me.
Yeah.
And I've still got work to do on my boar boy bases as well.
Yep.
My tray, I ordered my moving trays from Shogun,
Ah,
so I'm kind of waiting for those to come in to get motivated to do them.
I may have some if you need some in the meantime.
It's too late. This gives me delay it longer
I see.
until mine come in.
Now I understand.
The tribesmen in the center are coming forward a bit. He could have come forward bolder. He said he didn't want to get double charged by the boar boys and the wyvern.
Right.
He apparently has not fought boar boys before, or he would just come in and take his lumps and take it. He does have the Strider banner, so he is steadfast in that forest.
Okay.
So again, like I said, I know my army and I know his army, and I think he could have come forward and ignored me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there we have it. That's what it's looking like around the board. There's a nice picture of his tribesman. And that's his BSB there in the second rank, since he's got full command and the general on the right, Great Khan on the right. There's his Great Khan. And his Tuskers. More Tuskers. Cannon, anyway. Alright, so there we go. That's better. So the Scratapult fires at these guys and kills 12.
Well, it only lands 6x6, so you can't expect it to kill
It's
too
36.
many guys. Exactly.
It should hit 36. It should kill 6 outright and do 6 strength,
Yeah.
3 wounds to the other ones.
Yeah, temp is a little big.
It's a little ridiculous. Anyway, so my turn. I declare the purple spider declares its charge on the guy that was in the back, the hero in the back, the hunter.
And he ran away.
He chose to flee.
Interesting.
The orcs declare a charge.
Did you try to redirect with your spider?
I tried to redirect,
And
but
failed?
he's leadership 6,
Oh,
so he's going nowhere.
he's not within 12. Okay.
There's a concept called the bubble that I seem to have forgotten about.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Anyway, I need to start getting that back into mind. The orcs have bows. Well, why bother charging?
Yeah.
That's why bother shooting. We'll charge.
Yeah. Why shoot when you can charge?
But, well, I figured putting 40 some orcs on this guy would get through him eventually, right?
Yeah.
No.
He doesn't run away.
He's got a 2-up rerollable armor
Yeah.
save. I'm not getting anything through there. What am I thinking? Anyway, he does flee. He chooses to flee from me. And they have no one really to redirect into.
Yep.
So they're good. Over here, the wyvern is declared a charge onto the Tuskers.
Mm-hmm. Which ones?
The one right
A
there.
little more specific.
Sorry, you can see the charge
The one that
arrow.
airs point towards.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one on the top right. Good point. Anyway, he's charging into the Tuskers. It's a short charge, but he
That's a nice roll.
manages to roll 3.
Well, on the bright side, a musician wouldn't have helped you with that. I mean, the champion wouldn't have helped you with that.
No, it wouldn't. So, on the left, these guys both move up from their failed charges. You can't really tell, but the wyvern has moved up on his failed charge.
Yeah. He's at least 3 inches farther forward.
Yeah. 1 inch further forward, by the way. Failed charge. Anyway, the boar boys backed up a bit, wanting to make sure they stayed out of range of the tribesmen.
Right.
And keep the bubble around for the units that don't,
And
necessarily.
your spiders
need it
went
as
up
much as
to
the spider. The spiders went up
shaft you guys
to
up.
chaff. What I want him to do is I want him to charge with the rock, which will blow through these guys. He's frenzied. He has to overrun.
Right.
And he'll be out there for me to charge him with whatever I want.
Right.
The wyvern, the spider, whatever.
Yes.
That's my goal.
It looks like he's clipping the back of your base with those tuskers. Is that not the case, or is that? No, it's not the case.
It's not the case.
Okay.
So anyway, so these guys up here fire, put a wound on him.
Another wound on him. I'm just angering him.
Yeah, he looks angry, doesn't he?
He does. It's a great model. I would love that model.
It's a nice model. These guys fire Ivan as well and do another wound.
Okay.
So the 5 spider riders managed to do it.
So the strength 3 shots are withering.
They're withering. I mean, it's halfway there,
Yes.
right? So the spider is like, oh fuck, I got 8 bow shots as well. There you go. Bing, another wound on him.
Yeah.
So I figured what you need, each unit is allocated 1 wound. So
Yes.
rather than using 1 unit of 40 from now, I'm going to use 3 units, break it into 3 units.
Yeah, let's see how that does for you. Yeah.
So anyway, but Rock on the top has 2 wounds left now, which
Right.
is wonderful. That's what I have for my shooting, and that's where the turn's going to end for me. On his turn, the tribesmen declare a charge on
And
my
you run away like
guys.
little girls.
He had my flank, actually.
Yeah. Still run away like little girls.
Even if he had my front, I would have run away like
Yeah.
little girls that I
Yes.
am. Because, compared to them, we are little girls.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we fled from that charge. There you go. He redirected into the Wyvern.
Okay.
He needed to roll a 9. He charged me here.
And was that 9 what he rolled or what he needed to roll?
The 9's what he needed to roll.
Okay.
Here, I don't know why
Why'd you,
I forgot my plan.
yeah, why'd you flee? I was going to ask you. Why
I
you
don't
fleeing?
know.
So he could get closer to
My
you?
plan was for him to hit me and overrun.
Yes.
And then I said, when it came time he did the charge. Oh, I know what happened. I failed my, he teared me.
He teared you off. Okay.
He teared me off, and I had to run. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, even that's not bad because he comes forward, kills me there,
Right.
doesn't go any further, and he's right in front of everything still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either way, I've got him where I want him.
Yeah.
Right? Well, no. Because I forgot that the Tuskers can now charge, and they push him off the board.
Yeah.
He moves the Tuskers first, but the Rock rolled almost what I think he rolled a 1 and a 2 and a 1.
Okay.
So he inched forward himself.
Right.
Meanwhile, these guys needing a 9 to there failed, which was nice. Needed to roll a 9.
Now you have a flank charge on some Tuskers.
And I have a flank charge on some Tuskers. Yes. Yeah. So that's it. You can see the hero on the top left has rallied.
Yep.
The guy on the Tusker.
Yeah.
Actually, on my turn, and also on my turn, I didn't mention the Spider Riders didn't like getting shot in the back by the Scrappling, so they moved around to the other side of the Scrapple.
Yeah.
The 2 Scratapults move forward to get within range. They want to shoot at they want to be within short range of my Boar Boys.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be everyone's favorite target with those things.
Yeah.
Even though they're killing 12 orcs at a shot shooting my big units. His other hunter on the Tusker did not rally.
Ran off the table.
And ran off the table.
Wow.
Which is another time I pointed out to him that,
Yes.
the ogres have this item that no one else has.
Yep.
So, anyway. That's where we go. Scratapult number 1 fires.
So you have to stop telling your ogre players to take all these things, and you have to start convincing them that they're bad.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing the wrong thing.
You're doing the wrong thing.
I'm talking to this guy, convincing him that he should take this Hellfist thing or whatever. Anyway. So the first Scratapult shoots, kills 2. The other one, I think, managed to miss twice. The Scraplings fire at these guys. I gotta put 2 pictures of that. Wow, I'm going the wrong direction.
That's probably why. Yes.
So I guess the other one fired at these guys and only did 4.
The other one.
The other Scratapult.
Okay. Yes.
This one on the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I must have deviated and only did half.
Yes, it was the. It only hit 5x4.
Yeah,
it only
it
hit 20 or something.
Yeah, but lower strength also. So.
And lower strength.
Yeah.
5x5. Anyway, but the lower strength made him need 6s to wound, and 6s are kills. But
right.
Anyway, 25, 4 kills. That's right at the average, right?
Yes. Why does that one orc look different on the right?
There's a savage orc in there.
It doesn't look like a savage orc. He looks.
Oh, there's one orc.
He looks painting challenged.
No, if you looked at, I don't know if you remember, I had that unit of orcs. that I bought from some guy. There's like 25 or 30 of them that are kind of a grayish orc.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember them. I used to always run them as my biggins because they look so much different.
Yeah.
I was able to do that with them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how he got mixed in with this lot.
Yeah. He just
Anyway.
kind of stands out like he's monotone.
Yeah, from back here it doesn't look good. He's actually painted decently. I kind of like that. Anyway, so we're moving on to turn 3. The spider has charged into the what are they called, Tusker Cav,
Tusker Cav, and he ran away.
and I think I can't recall
Or he
if
teared him off.
Don't recall if he tear it off or fled by choice.
Did he have to run over that rock?
He did run over the rock and didn't take any damage from it either. I think, sorry, he took one wound. Over here, the Gargantula still wants a piece of this guy for some reason.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm sending a Strength 5 monster into a 2-up rerollable beastie.
Yeah.
This is very not smart of me. Anyway, but this time he did fail his terror check.
He runs away from the
First time he fled willingly. This time he failed and backed off.
Right.
You can see my wyvern is hopped over here.
Yep.
This got pretty much the whole right side of his army in his arc.
Yep.
My spider riders are not on that scratapult. They're supposed to be on the fence, but they keep falling down.
Okay.
They just moved up.
What are they on the fence about?
About whether they should stick around or get the hell get out of here, because stuff's nasty. I'm fighting ogres again, and they're tired of it. You can see the spider's failed charge takes him to there. Not good for me, but all I got to do is survive the charge.
And the other spider, did he try to redirect, or he just?
I tried to redirect with both my spiders, and their leadership 6 is not cutting it.
Yeah.
That rock has an easy charge onto my spider, but my spider just needs to survive the charge and put 2 wounds on him.
Yeah.
And finish him. Anyway, so these guys fire, and Another wound. So now he's down to 1.
Shame your spider charged one more shot, and it would have been a trifecta.
I know. I might have been able to do it.
Throwing weapons?
These guys throwing weapons put another wound on it. He's up to 3.
Yeah. They have 5 or 6.
5.
I don't remember. Okay.
5. So he's got 2 left. So that's what we got.
Yep.
The orc boy, the bow boys down in the bottom left have rallied. My general and BSB are both within
12 inches.
12 inches of both units.
Yeah.
So they rallied and they're ready to start shooting again. Next turn. His Rock decided it was better to charge than be charged.
Yes.
Because at least he gets his impact hits that way.
Did you stand and shoot and kill him?
I stand and shot and did not kill him.
Okay.
I was very disappointed. I was convinced it was going to happen.
Yeah.
His tribesman charged my other unit of archers.
And you fled?
And they left. He tried to redirect into my
cav,
which is it's either 11 or a 12 for him. He needs to roll an 11 or 12.
Right.
And he failed that. Both the Scratapults charged my guy on a wyvern.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And, of course, this guy makes it, clips me corner to corner.
I hate that.
I think we've mentioned that before, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and I'll continue to mention every time I see it. I mean, it's a smart move on his part.
It's a smart move if you're playing.
It's just that you can do it is...
Correct.
Yeah, I hope they change that.
So anyway, not mercenaries,
We're fighting each other with our fingertips. It's like doing ballet.
And I don't know if you noticed, he doesn't have the Hellfist. He does not have a unit of mercenaries.
Yes, I did notice.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this unit, this army.
Yeah. So you should sweep it off the table then.
So these guys fail their charge, which was a long charge anyway. Both the Scratapults do not.
Right.
This one on the left, the one with 3 wounds on it, had to go into the woods, made 4 checks, and passed them all.
Not too bad.
Had 2 wounds left. I mean, I was hoping...
Yep.
Would have been really fun if it would have happened, but I doubt it would.
Right.
Anyway, the Tusker Cav have rallied back behind now. They're hidden back behind.
Does he have a
rock.
banner on that unit, or is it just
it's
aesthetic?
Just
okay.
I think he's got a unit of 4, and he just
right.
split it up
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. The scraplings have snuck up behind these guys and continue to shoot them in the back.
Oh, got him this time.
Untrustworthy little guys.
Yep.
No one would do that. I don't know what's wrong with them. On the left, these guys have reformed into a wall.
Okay.
They do have throwing weapons.
Yeah.
So now they're all throwing 2 shots at me.
What's his thought there? Just to get the shots off?
Well, he's getting the shots off, and he's redirecting me away from his guy.
You can't get around him.
Yeah, I cannot get around him to get to the Tusker guy back there. Unless I charge him and tear him off.
Right.
Then I can remake my leadership 6 check to redirect, and that's not happening. Anyway, So over here, he what was this? 3 6s. I rolled. He did 3 wounds to me, and I made
Made 'em
3
all.
ward saves.
Mm-hmm.
That rolling 6s. But he said he didn't feel that bad about it since I just rolled the 3 1s earlier to charge.
Right.
I might as well get the other side of the dice as well.
Yeah.
On his attacks back, it killed both of them.
Yeah.
It just destroyed them.
You went crazy with your sword.
I did. I put, I think, I had, I don't know, 7 attacks. I think I put 2 on the one that was wounded and 1 on the big one.
Right.
And the rest on the big one is going to hope the Wyvern
Yeah.
can, at a
Finish
lower
'em off.
initiative,
Yeah.
takes his pick and finished off whatever was left, which it did.
Yeah.
So both those got eaten.
And
He came in and his impact hits did 4 wounds. And then he died. So they got that. The 8 attacks and got at least 1 through.
right.
You can see those guys are fleeing. I just didn't turn them around the bottom right.
Yeah. Markers on.
Yep. So my turn. This guy the Wyvern decides he's going to charge into the Tusker Cav,
Okay.
the close unit, of course.
The close unit. Okay.
Yep. And he flees because he was checking and figured he did have room enough behind that other unit based
Right,
on that angle
stay on the table.
Stay on the table. So he did.
And that's
So
correct.
I rolled my redirect into the other unit of Tusker Cav.
Uh-huh.
The spider, with
And they
nothing
stood.
else to do, charges these guys. They fled, but only like 2 inches.
Okay. So you're going to get 15 points.
So I still couldn't get past them.
Yeah.
And I made my redirect into the other unit
Oh,
of scrap.
okay.
What I was looking at here is like, okay, anyway, I can't get to the guy back there. I can pursue them and kill him and let that guy charge me. If I can get to these guys, I think I'll kill them in the 1 round.
How many impact hits does he have?
Who, the big guy?
Tusker guy, yeah.
D3, strength 6 or something.
Oh, is it D3?
It's not
Okay.
bad, not terrible, but it's still, he's going to hurt me.
Yeah.
But no, I want to hit these guys over here. I got 16 attacks and a thunderstomp.
Sure.
I think I can do 11 wounds
There's a
to
good
him.
chance that they just run away from the terror check
And, well, yeah, or they run from the terror check.
and run off the table.
And he's blocked by his own guys in that
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Either way, I think I'm doing this.
Mm.
So I do it. This guy who redirected needed an 11 to get into this unit, the farther back Tusker unit,
And he did it?
and he made it.
Okay.
Look at that. These guys, however, did not make their rally check
And they
and
fled up the
continued
table?
off the back of the table.
Oh, they were out of the bubble at this point?
They were out of the bubble.
Okay. Need to work on that bubble.
So the spider miserably, actually,
Maybe you need to buy some of that, that bubble maker kit so you can learn how bubbles work.
yeah, it'd probably
Yeah.
be a good idea.
Practice with that in your yard by yourself. Yell at little kids to come join you. People will like that.
Yeah. Just get the random neighborhood kids,
Exactly.
sit out in front,
Yes.
and should I park my white panel van somewhere nearby?
Absolutely. And wear a trench coat. It's always best with a trench coat. Yeah.
All right, so the Gargantula.
Our meteor might have decided it wanted to be a meteor.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Gargantula did redirect into the trap. The Scraplings, they failed their leadership check, their terror check, and fled. They didn't go very far, and I did not make my roll to catch them.
Mm.
So I whipped my spider riders around to block off this guy.
Yeah, be careful where you're whipping those things.
They swung around to deal with, to redirect him.
Right.
Because after I'd moved forward, we saw he could wheel past there and come over and clip the
Clip
front
your corner,
corner of
yeah.
me. In which case, clipping should be allowed.
Yeah.
But anyway, so those guys moved over there to do that. The Wyvern made it in. The spider, the Gargantula on the right, circles around to get on the flank of this unit.
Yep.
I'm looking now and I'm like, okay, this is turn 4 or 5. I'm like, you know what? If I come up with these 2 bottom units, I've got my Gargantulas on each side. I've got my Wyvern in the back. If I all jump on this pile of tribesmen, it could be an interesting fight. Right?
Yes.
So anyway, a couple pictures of what's going on. So the Wyvern crushes the unit and runs off the board there, overruns off the board.
Okay.
That's where he went off the board.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
He was not lined up to,
Hit the other guys.
yeah, because, oops. Guy's yelling at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him over there. He's not. I couldn't get further over to the right because of this rock.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I hit there, overrun to that, out off the board to that point. So I'll be coming back in on turn 5.
Right.
Anyway, so the ogre guy is a great con, yelling at me. Moving on over here. This must be his turn.
Yep.
Turn 4. He elects. He couldn't charge me with the Tusker guy.
He was blocked.
The
Didn't pass when they
Noblars
fled.
do not rally and continue to run.
Which side are they actually on?
They're where they are. There's more there in the middle.
Okay.
The middle hole's not there.
Oh, okay.
So they continue to run there. There's the middle hole. They won't sit there. So again, the other scraplings rally as well.
Huh.
They're leadership 5, so I would expect them to rally.
Yep.
Anyway, and you can see
he drifts his guy over behind your
hunter
spider.
moves over there behind the spider.
So you can't charge him?
So I cannot charge him. So actually I can, but anyway. He did that. I think that might have been his intention.
Right.
But spiders
well, you can charge his guys.
Charge those guys, and as long as they roll like a 4,
sure,
they clear the space for
no, absolutely. But I mean, I'm assuming that's what he was trying to do.
That's kind of what he's doing. At least giving him a chance to fail it.
Right.
So there's a better picture of that guy. The spider. All right. So we checked, and after I wheel past this corner, this rock, I can clip them in the back corner.
Okay.
So I take that charge. Should need a total of 15. That's only an 8 for this guy. And then I do exactly that, which I'm trying to figure out why I ended up thinking this was a good idea.
He thought it was, so clearly it must have been.
I actually really do think him trying to stop me from charging him encouraged me to charge him.
I think it's what it was.
Because this is a dumb charge.
Yeah.
It's a dumb charge. I hit him on 4s. I wound him on 4s. And he's got a 2-up rerollable save.
Yeah, you're hoping your spears get through.
So that's 4 sets of 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 4 sets of 4 I've got to get through to do anything to this thing.
Yeah. Well, it's a spear's wound.
What's that?
It's a spear's wound. Oh, no.
They're light
spears.
lances.
They're light lances. What am I talking about?
So there's nothing there either.
Yeah.
Those are even worse.
Yeah.
He's got a 2-up rerollable. They're not touching him. And he's weapon skill 5, so they're needing 5s to hit.
Yeah.
This was just a very dumb charge.
Yeah. Well, maybe he won't hurt you and he'll win by the charge.
So, anyway, I did it. I'm in. Great.
In like the flint.
This guy also made his charge. He's on the flank of these guys, of the Tuskers. Yep. And the spiders, of course, have made chased the unit of scraplings off the board, and they're just
so they failed.
Hanging off right there. Wyvern comes back in. He's kind of facing the back of this unit. He can see the scraplings. He can see the stuff over there on the right, is the left as well.
Right.
The boar riders do a about face and move. Just we're outside of his charge arc.
Yep. So you don't want to fight that guy.
No, I can't fight that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not that unit. Not with the Ed Basher Boar Boys.
Not by themselves.
Not by themselves. I need the 2 spiders to help me.
Yeah.
Or if I'm in a flank and can get something else in another flank that can stop him from turning, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But in the front of that unit, I can't touch that.
No, I'm saying, but you were talking about before about surrounding it. Clearly, you decided to clear everything else on the table.
I decided
instead.
I would clear everything else and get my points there. But which was a smart move until anyway. So the spider here kills these guys outright, which was actually kind of nice. Actually rolled fairly well. Took a wound doing it, but dropped them. This was the dumb move. Yeah. The Gargantua's worth 480. I don't know how much this guy's worth, but there's no chance I can kill it.
Right.
Anyway. So anyway, he does 2 wounds to me. I've got a charge. Did no wounds to him, but I did stick. Somehow. And we're going into the bottom of turn 5. His bulls take their full 12-inch move forward.
Yep.
I've got nowhere else to run to now. There they are. Just getting in my face. Scrapplings turn slightly to face the wyvern. He does 5 wounds to me.
Yep.
I do sneak 1 through to him. You
Yeah.
can see back there. He's got a good 4 left. He didn't. Why didn't he kill me? I guess
You're at 7.
I guess I made my check this turn.
Yeah, you're at 7 wounds.
Yeah, I thought he'd chase me down and kill
Yeah.
me. No, top of 6. So we move into the top of the 6th. I must have made my check.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Okay.
The only reason I could still be there. The wyvern.
Sending him in.
The wyvern's got nothing else to do. He's actually too far away from the guy.
Is he?
He's 21 away from the guy, and I've got an 8-inch move.
And how far is he from those
So he goes at the scrapplings
yeah.
because that's the only thing he can do.
And they flee.
They panic and flee.
Yeah.
He fails the charge. The general and BSB leave the unit of boar boys. The boar boys continue to moving off to the right.
Right.
They came over here so they would at least be within 12 inches of this unit and give them some kind of a chance
Yeah.
to stick around.
Not that much.
Not much, but
Right.
other than that, there's just it's either that because they can't
Yep.
they can't get away. All they can do is stand there.
Yep. Hoping to do some shooting.
So hoping for a miracle there, and they somehow stand. This guy kills off my spider,
Yes.
Gargantula. This was just a dumb move. I don't know. It's still bugging me that it happened. That I did it. I did put a 2nd wound on him.
Okay.
Too little. Over here, these guys fired. The orcs have fired. You can see a couple wounds on the ogres in front of them. And going on the bottom of turn 6. Guy on a Tusker charges my spiders.
Isn't that funny?
Why not throw more points after it?
Yeah.
Again, no reason to have been over there. So he kills them, turns the face into the board. It's the bottom of 6. It doesn't matter. These guys charge in and just go to work.
Yeah.
And they crush a bunch of them, and I auto break.
Right.
But it was a 300 point win to the orcs.
Wow.
I killed almost everything except that 1 unit.
And the Tusker and
The guy on the Tusker and his 1 unit.
yeah, with his general.
With his general
And BSB in it.
So that was a big chunk of points.
Yeah.
But he didn't kill my boar boys.
Right.
I still have a spider above 50%.
Yep.
I mean above 25. I've still got my wyvern guy.
Yep.
So
And you still have your general, still have your
still
BSB.
my general BSB. So anyway, it was a 300 point victory for the orcs. Ta-da, which makes up for like the 300 point loss to the ogres I had last time.
There you go.
Anyway, it's what it was. The game was really weird. Again, I could have saved the 480 points from my
Right.
spider easily, and the 150. I should have had another 500, over 600 points left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just bad choices on my part. And that's the thing I got to learn. That's the thing I got to stop doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What were the objectives, or were you playing with any?
we did not roll objectives
Okay.
on this one. We forgot to. But
Yeah.
we got into turn 3 and we were like, oh, we didn't roll an objective for this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which could have made a difference as well.
Yeah. When you're this close, it's objectives will do it.
Right. Well, the objectives are now the plus minus 3 points
Yeah.
on the 20-point scale now.
Oh, you're doing that.
Yeah, that's the way. I mean, that's the way the tournaments are running it. So that's
Oh.
kind of the way we're adopting it. But anyway, it was a fun game. A great opponent. He's a great guy to play.
Mm-hmm. You're just saying that because you won.
And it was versus ogres, and I won. So that's
Yeah.
double the pleasure.
So he's
It's like-
wonderful.
It's like double mint gum. He let me beat an ogre army. So he was a nice guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He is a nice guy. But it was a fun game. I had a good time. Despite playing ogres, I actually have a fun time playing ogres. I think they're a challenge, and I like a challenge.
Yep. They are a challenge for you.
So, but anyway, thank you for listening, everybody.
Until next time.